Dancers, and actually bards as well. So Ragnarok Online has this one unique feature where, depending on your gender in the game, you become either a bard or a dancer eventually. And it's actually one of the best, if not the best, supportive class in the game. And I'm speaking about the bard. The dancer is right behind him. So, in Ragnarok Zero, we are seeing a couple changes to the skills and to the way you play your dancers and your bards, right? If we're gonna get the skill set in Ragnarok Zero Global that I think we're gonna get, that is currently in KRO Zero and all the renewal servers with like above 185 level cap, then bards and dancers are gonna be a lot less clunky to use and a lot more powerful. So let me show you. With the archer skill tree, we basically have the same thing, so we can still use our double strafes. You know, they still do damage, nothing crazy. We got the showers. You know, it's viable, of course, compared to the knights even. You know, but you're not gonna be breaking DPS meters as a dancer. But that's not your role. Your role is to cast one of the buffs that you have, and probably one of the free ones. The other ones are not really gonna be that useful. So you have your service for you, which increases your your and your party's max SP by 20% and reduces SP cost. And then you have the crit buff with critical damage buff, and you have Mr. Kim, a rich man, which increases the party XP gain by 60%, and that's massive. So everybody will want Mr. Kim in a party if they can get one. So yeah, you also have some changes to the way it works, and let's start with adaptation to circumstances. So if you remember, you used to cast your dances or your songs, and you would have this like an AoE sort of thing just walking around with you, and it would make you really slow. And if you wanted to change it, you would either have to switch a weapon and switch back to a whip, or cast adaptation to circumstances. Now, adaptation to circumstances just reduces the SP cost for you, the next SP cost, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, it just makes it makes your songs go a little bit less hard on your SP, which is nice. Encore, encore right here, just recasts the previous song or the dance that was performed, and only consumes half SP of that song's requirement. Scream is also there. Scream is very nice. It stuns monsters and people. That's a PvP skill for the most part. But you know, I just felt like I mentioned it. There are no changes to it. Dancing lessons. I don't really know if you want to take the dancing lessons passive, but you know, it's there. It gives you max SP and crit. So I guess if you want to go like, I don't know, a crit auto attack build, which I don't suggest you do, but if you do, then yeah, it's something that you want to take. But talking about damage and builds, you guys remember this throw arrow skill or sling arrow, whatever it was called back in the day? And it just used to shoot a regular auto attack, and that's about it. So yeah, now it deals damage. Check it out. Boom. Yeah, you can actually do stuff now. You can actually do stuff without switching to a bow, you know, which is cool. It deals, you know, 2 hits, but I think it's still dealing as 1. No, it says times 2 hits, so maybe it might have a difference depending on certain debuffs, right? But yeah, so it deals damage. I'm using only a single regular rope and a silver arrow. So if you increase the attack, it's gonna increase the damage as well. It's not gonna be super powerful, but you have something to do, you know, even at a boss fight or something at a memorial dungeon, you just standing there slinging arrow at the guy, you know. So that's gonna add to a DPS quite nicely. Right, but that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is your dances, right? So now the dances work like this. And that's it. It's like a priest buff, like as if you cast Angelus. There's a slow animation just on you. Everybody gets a little cloud, I would say, on their character, and you have this icon, a buff icon right there. Service for you. It lasts, you know, almost 3 minutes. Increases max SP, reduces SP consumption, and you can get back to doing whatever the fuck you were doing before. to killing monsters, moving around with the party. So no longer does your party need to stand on this AoE to be under the effect of it. No longer do you need to be stationary and just AFK half the time. You can just, cast it, meet up with your party, go boom, service for you. Okay, let's keep going, let's keep killing, right? So that is, gameplay-wise, that is one of the bigger changes. And this applies to all of the songs. So Fortune's Kiss, same thing. Poem of Bragi, same thing. Mr. Kim, a Rich Man, same thing. Loki's Veil, I don't actually know if Loki's Veil. Wait. No, I think Loki's Wail works the same way it used to be. But any other one, Drums of the Battlefield, it's actually a very good song. Ring of Nibelungen probably as well. Yeah, but those are ensemble skills, so I can't show them to you. But you still get those iconic soundtracks. Do, 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 do. That's really about it. Let's test her out when it comes to damage on monsters, but it's not gonna be breaking any records. Let's go kill a couple Sohis. You can always switch to, to a bow. But I feel like because they gave us the change to the skill, they expect us to play it. So why not try it? Of course, you're gonna be killing faster with a double strafe, probably, right? If you go with an actual double strafe build and like go more agi. Yeah, but then again, you're gonna have a lot more competition for good bows from hunters. So maybe if that's something to consider, then finding a good rope is gonna be a lot easier. Yeah, very viable. And because you have your service for you, and you can actually finally benefit from it, you can actually walk around and farm. Because previously, like in Ragnarok Classic, whenever you would cast like Poem of Bragi, it would work on everyone else but you. And that was very annoying. And now all of the dances and songs work on you as well, which is very cool. Boom. And you just never run out of SP. Well, unless you're overweight, just like me here. 70% overweight. That's, I guess, the downside, because you don't really put strength into the characters. Yeah, these are the major changes. And those are honestly quite big, because the way that you play in a party is going to change a lot. Like, no longer all of you guys need to stay in one place. You can walk around the map and kill monsters and, just be fun. There is something about party XP and being away and AFK from party, something like this, that I think if you do not move or do something every now and then, you're not getting any XP. Something like this came with 0, but I can't be exactly sure. It's been a very long time. There were some changes to the way party XP is applied when, depending on your activity. And being far away from the party leader, I think, as well. But yeah, that's something we're gonna have to see when the official release comes, so I don't really want to talk shit. That's it. The dancer is very cool. The bard is gonna be the same. It's just you're gonna get the better buff with Poem of Bragi. But one thing I want to mention is that because there will be a lot more bards than dancers, if you really want to play a performer, consider the dancer. You're gonna be needed because of the ensemble skills, at least. So yeah, that's gonna almost guarantee you a spot in like very good parties. All right, that's about it. Thank you for watching.